This call is being recorded.
All right, thank you for your patience. Please don't hesitate to interrupt if you have any questions. And other than that, yeah, I see you got the Saturn return, and it's good to know you were born in '95. Oh, nice. So yeah, please once again, feel free to interrupt if you have any questions, and we'll get right on it. So, uh, I definitely want to do a special documentary for uh 95 if I'm able to, because I definitely learned that that's the year we step into the new generation. Um, Especially by October, I believe this was when either Pluto retrograded out of Sagittarius. Yeah, yeah, I believe Pluto either retrograded out or was ready to go back in there. And we know Jupiter is in its dignity here in Sagittarius, and Saturn is in Pisces. So that's the most important part. We see Pluto enter Sag while Saturn is still in Pisces. So, as a Pluto Scorpio began in '84. And in '84, this is where, of course, we saw this nature of Saturn start off the Pluto transit in Scorpio with the North Node, or with the South Node? I believe with the South Node, yes. And the whole purpose of that for Pluto Scorpio is that, of course, Pluto Scorpio is here to destroy the old world order. I'm actually attaching your chart so I can have you follow along. My computer's just being really, I got a lot of tabs up, so looks like it's freezing. There we go. So, that being said, we know, let me see if you can see the chart. There we go. We know that for Pluto Scorpio, what we're meant to do is to once again destroy that which isn't built on purity. And Scorpio is the very last social zodiac sign before Sagittarius, which is the first collective sign. So you have the next generation from 1995 to 2008, where Pluto goes into Sag, and coming into 96, Saturn actually enters Aries. And so we have Pluto Sag, Saturn Aries. And so that is the brand new generation creating a whole new world based off of what we've destroyed. And that's why y'all are the most
Mhm.
important, right? Because you got Saturn in the last sign and you got
Mhm.
Pluto in the last social sign. So y'all literally represent the end of the world. You literally
Mm.
represent the end of this old social order. And I really appreciate y'all, because y'all more than everyone kind of see where the old generation messed up, because y'all are the trash bin that has to throw away that in the trash and then also pass the torch. So let me not say you're the trash bin, but you are the one that tells the older generation, hey, y'all are trash. Like, we have to do
Right.
right. And the reason why I say it like that is y'all more than ever, because Pisces now answers the question why and synthesizes the collective unconscious. Y'all karma helps everyone understand what went wrong so that the new generation can use that foresight to create new. And also, you kind of complete everything. So you're going to kind of wrap up on whatever mess was made and take whatever was good and repurpose it too. I personally believe y'all are actually the most important out of all of us. Like Saturn and Cap, we had our Saturn return during the apocalypse, the beginning of the apocalypse. Saturn in Aquarius, I'll say, got the short end of the stick because of the Pluto square. Saturn Pisces, y'all are gravy because you got the Pluto trine, but y'all end everything off. And y'all are the most talented amongst us, in my opinion. with, of course, Jupiter and Scorpion, Jupiter and Sag, and y'all represent the most psychic of the La Creme. And let me tell you why. Because we have Saturn in the end. Y'all also have Uranus and Neptune at the third decan. So 95, 96, 97 is where Neptune starts to get at the last degrees. So y'all kind of take this psychic insight to the highest level. And it's going to really put you in responsibility of the whole collective unconscious. Whereas, and that's basically from 90 to 95, Saturn Cap, Aqua, and Pisces, we're collectively responsible for the whole world. Same as Saturn Sag, late 80s, but specifically those last three, as we kind of come through our 30s, your Saturn return, of course, is coming into now the responsibility to harness this in whatever karmic work you're going to do over the next 30 years. This is also the return of your power since you were born. As, of course, with this collective karmic responsibility, you have, of course, have compressed your power since your birth
Right.
and have been
Right.
increasing, right? So especially at the Pisces level, now the Saturn Aqua is universal manipulation. Saturn Cap is world power. Saturn Pisces, y'all have reality warping power. And of course, with that comes great responsibility. Hence, you have to have integrity over your beliefs and hold others accountable as an artist over what they believe and why they're delusional or why they need to at least have more integrity in how their beliefs influence themselves and other people. So
Mhm.
you may be more disciplined around your lifestyle when it comes to doing that. With Saturn in your sixth, putting your lifestyle in order the first 30 years may have been something a huge difficulty because of how artistic your personality is,
Yeah.
but right, but how you make that dream real. Saturn in your sixth means you're gonna be paid to make the dream real for yourself and others. Because now that you're coming into this, now this is no more a limitation and burden as much as it is your powerhouse of mastery. And people with Saturn and six, your lifestyle is like on point. Even though in Pisces it's going to be nonlinear, it's going to really incorporate this mastery of your imagination. Saturn in Pisces means you can control your imagination, which is really good for law of attraction or manifestation, especially because you have Pluto and Mars rather, and Venus in your second. So you do got the sauce. So this
Yeah.
is what right enables you as an artist, right? Person with you have the social personality. Then you got your Sun in Libra as a spiritual artist. Chiron and Mercury link healing with your personality. And then being born 95, you're the captain of your destiny group. So I'm born 1990. The Weekend is one of the captains of our destiny group,
Mhm.
and whereas Soldier Boy is the vice captain, he's Leo. So like we look at both of these people or people who in our year are like this to see what our destiny looks like, what direction we're going to, how not to or how to do or follow in their footsteps. And you, of course, are the captain of your year 95. Next to this, so you're so powerful. Like you have superpowers that influence not only your destiny path, because you have the power of destiny, which means that you more than other people will impact other people's characters. A conversation with you can almost change someone's lives because you will
Yeah.
see, right? You can direct people on elements of their character to take the resources of how raw people's characters are and how you polish their personality and how it makes you more of the artist you are by how you balance conflict from other people and past life, early childhood themes you're reacting to. It's very powerful because with Chiron, you have the key to really fully be the artist you're meant to be. But once again, now ooh, this is interesting. So your moon is exactly on Lucifer and
Yeah.
Isis and Amor and Osiris. So seeing that, I wouldn't necessarily. There's like an asteroid soup, so that really colors the nature of your soul. Wouldn't just denote it to one asteroid, but seeing all those there, it speaks to how strong and if anything royal your soul is. You have these goddess or asteroid aspects here, so you do have a golden soul. So similar to Bruno Mars, you are the golden artist. You set that standard of awesome quality and
Yeah.
vibrance. You're right, super talented.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and then you manifest this pure value in Scorpio. So, with Taurus, the eclipse is having you figure out who you can invest your sauce to, who won't steal your ideas, who will actually help cultivate and nurture that. So this is really cool because we now know that 2023 Saturn's going to go into Pisces, and the Saturn return for you is relative to the fifth house in Libra, taking your talent, right? Or taking your skills. Jupiter in the third means that you're very skilled. You know how to, as an artist, show people your vision. And that's what I love about Libra. Libra's my favorite sign, especially because y'all know how to paint pictures with your words. I mean, y'all can talk about throwing trash away in the garbage and it'll be the most inspirational thing you've ever said. And like it's very powerful as a part of your charm, the way you inspire people and how intelligent y'all are. So if you think of Libra as the artist, third house Sagittarius is the palette with which you draw the color with, right? And so
Right.
Jupiter here, right, makes your ability to teach and show people things so good. Like you can break down any concept and add excitement and show people and add so much more fun to how you express your attitude. Jupiter in the third, I have Jupiter in the third too. This gives us a golden attitude. So no matter what happens, we can see the positive side of every situation, and this flips things in our favor. But in Sagittarius, where it rules, lets you really it gives you a very wild and passionate approach to life and attitude. It's a really golden aspect too. I think it's one of the best aspects you have in your chart. And so that being said, this is going to square Saturn because now the expansion of your attitude, the visual nature of how you see your thoughts has to now balance and will clash with Pisces. Jupiter expands, but Saturn constricts. So it's like you can see what you want to do, but then you have to imagine how this vision can integrate, divinely into your lifestyle, which works
Mhm.
really well because you'll have this like wild vision and then Saturn can try and like realistically make it real. But sometimes it could feel like Saturn is hating or
Yeah.
bringing down. You can experience this as outside influences from people if they don't have integrity. They will passive aggressively with the Pisces energy try and undermine you because Pisces and this is
Yeah.
and I'm glad you noticed that too, because Libra is a Pisces killer, just like Gemini is a Scorpio killer. There's nothing wrong with Pisces, but we need air to hold in light the nature of water, because water could just be mad delusional and passive aggressive. So we need logic, right? And like people be trying to gaslight, but people learn the hard way. You can't gaslight Libra because y'all are just so intelligent. So like Pisces is indirect to be like, hey, want to go to the store, instead of just saying, hey, let's go to the store. I'll be like, hey, want to go to the store, so that you can make the decision. So
Yeah.
sometimes passive
Yeah.
aggressive, right? Pisces influence, right? Passive aggressive could be like, hey, like maybe your idea is just not really the best or a little bit whatever, and then you could just call it out, be like, no, I like my idea. You know what I mean? And it just kind of straightens out. It's not that the Pisces energy in itself is bad. It's just the nature of it out of integrity. Because when it's in integrity, it takes those ideas literally to the next divine level. And it's able to really imagine how to take that vision and integrate it. So, but of course, this could be just hating. This could be more passive aggressive digs at how you live your life.
Mhm.
You're not you wanna the more unconventional, the better. You doesn't wanna fit linearly. You almost wanna constructively live a disciplined, unconventional life. It doesn't have to be near
Yeah.
end. With Neptune in your sixth, you are making the dream real. You're now anchoring more what you imagine and how real it comes through. So Saturn here with Jupiter is so powerful for reality warping. The reason why Saturn has to be here, if Saturn wasn't here, oh my God, you'd be so magical that everything you visualize would happen. And so basically everything you visualize, you have to really, really want to imagine to live, and then it will really happen even more
Yeah.
powerful. But Saturn there works as a failsafe to make sure that you really, really want what you see to happen so that everything you see doesn't just start rapidly spiraling out of control. That square, though, is very, very key here, in my opinion, and I would say very magical. So, relative to the Saturn return, because thankfully your sun and rising are in the same sign, so this is a sixth house Saturn return. to give you an idea of this, my Saturn is in the ninth house in Cap as a Taurus rising, but as a Gemini sun, it's in the eighth house. So once my Saturn returned, first of all, Saturn in the ninth house delays higher education until 30 in your relationship with your father. So once my
Mm.
Saturn returned in the ninth house, I graduated college at 30. And I know communication with my father was a lot more than it used to. At least it's opened the stage for it to be more if I decide to. But mainly, as soon as my Saturn returned, I became a part of an opportunity, one, to create a new kind of school. Of course, so the school is the ninth house, right? It was a college. We even flew out there to kind of do certain things, and it sparked the idea to build my own school and also work on online schools. But then the nature of the school, eighth house to my son, is occult. We're teaching about, eighth house occult themes or astrology and stuff like that. So that's how we're able to blend that. That opportunity didn't come until my Saturn return, right? So for you, we see that it's in the sixth house. And with your son, it's in the sixth house. So your Saturn returning, your karmic lesson over the next 30 years, one, both of ours is in collective signs. So this karma is for the collective. Everything we're doing is going to be for the collective. Saturn in the sixth means that your karma collectively is to serve the collective and to really help people live the dream life. You have
Yeah.
you have the
Yeah.
oh, please go ahead. I forgot anything you want to
Yeah.
say.
No, I was just gonna say, like, that's kind of the thing that I felt like I've been, because my biggest thing about Saturn is I know that it comes around to check you, and one of the things that I felt I resonated just here past recently is helping people get comfortable with unconventional lifestyle and still being able to be successful.
No, I'm so glad this resonates with you because
Definitely.
I was ready to be kind of difficult, but I have chills because y'all are so important. Like the next generation is so key into sparking supernatural abilities and like they're going to change the way we look at science, entertainment, religion, philosophy, and they're going to spark new ideas and that is directly because of y'all. Y'all pass the torch to them and y'all clear the way and set to because what's happening is y'all are coming of age. And so now that you're in your 30s, y'all are going to be making more adult decisions that will influence the collective. And y'all are going to set the stage for the next gen to do what they do. And, as far as the sixth, this karmic responsibility for others is also to put in check where their own beliefs may get in the way of them living the lifestyle of their dreams. And
Mm.
so, you offer unconventionality, but you're still very disciplined. Like you're not the type of person to just lazy around and be purposeless. So, it doesn't take away the amount like Saturn in the sixth in Capricorn is gonna work 12-hour days every day. It's that discipline. But it's in Pisces, so you can work 3-hour days and make even more than the person working 10-hour days.
Right. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I just literally don't understand going to work. I don't understand it. And I get irritated. I get so irritated when people be like, I gotta work in the morning. Did you still do that?
Right. See, this is it. This is it. This is it. And let's think, and I love how it's tied to work because now you're taking that old world and generation away from this old 9 to 5 mentality. Nothing wrong with the 9 to 5 too, but like just working smarter, working more aligned. You're effectively helping people change their beliefs around how they can live their life. And Jupiter squares that by inspiring them with the right attitude. And so as Saturn returns, the limitations and blocks around how you lived your life are going to release. And you're going to have
Mm.
control and power to master your own lifestyle the way you imagine. That's your once you get your Saturn return, you now have authority. And so your authority is you can pimp people's lifestyle. You can definitely align them to what they believe they should live and help literally provide the steps to analyze their behavior to help them reach it, which is so amazing. So, practically we're going to see now you over the next 2 years coming into 2023 to 2025, putting this new element of your lifestyle in order. And the key here is your fifth house. Fifth house is your talent, your creativity. 2021, Jupiter went through your fifth, and Saturn coming out your fifth is having you focus more as an artist of what you love to do and what you creatively can do for work or get paid off doing to align to your lifestyle so that what you love to do and your talents is a part of how you live your dream life. And by the time you finish your Saturn return, I mean, you'll be able to control every aspect of how you work, and the beliefs around how you work. So the cool thing is Jupiter that's finished through your sixth has evolved your entire routine in advance to literally change
Mm-hmm.
how you, and that's going to go into Aries and begin the process of evolving partnerships to integrate this new change in your lifestyle with people who can hang, to be honest. But
Right.
yeah, I feel like the
Yeah,
Saturn,
because it swiped everybody out of my life.
that's good.
Everybody.
That's
Everybody. Yeah.
that's really what's up. And you just had now you have the south node coming over your second house, so you're releasing your value in order to focus more on who you can invest in once again, and that's just going to challenge how much more strong you believe in your talent. But that really is what to expect over the next Saturn return. By the time Saturn goes into Pisces, Pluto will be in Aquarius and it'll start to oppose your moon, so you're very receptive into where you belong. This is going to extremely break through how much more you creatively connect with the collective. But I mean, as far as it's concerned, no matter how difficult it may get, which I feel will be very smooth for you because you're very smart, you're very intelligent, just stick to the changes your lifestyle is going through, because the first part of the Saturn return is going to just segue this transition of 2023. So you're going to see many changes in your lifestyle because of partnerships with other people who bring what they bring into the table. So as
Mhm.
people can match what you're doing, you can align or not, but you will see things fall apart. You will see things fall through. And the thing with Pisces is it has to break down to build back up. So just adapt, adapt, adapt. By the
Yeah.
time we get into the end of that, you'll have mastered your lifestyle, and this is something that you have a badge. You can just go with anyone. Saturn is also a badge too. So your relationships with Pisces, as shady as they can be, after you finish your Saturn return, they can't be shady around you anymore. You can just flash the
Mm.
badge, just like you could deal with them. And of course, Pisces who are in integrity will even be so much cooler. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll add more to how you can work with Saturn. But other than that, I'm glad we're able to touch base. Please don't hesitate to shoot me an email or question if you have any questions moving forward. And if you're aware of where exactly you are for the Saturn return, we can run up a Saturn return chart, and that'll be no problem. But did you have any final questions?
No, um, I do have a quick question. So I know you had said something about like the shadiness with the Saturn and Pisces. So my grandmother is a Pisces, and she kind of was a part of my upbringing, but
Mhm.
we cannot get along. Like we cannot, like it just does not work. It does that have something to do with that too?
I think it does. I think Saturn and indirectly Saturn and Pisces is kind of breaking away from the older gen because your grandma is
Mm,
before Pluto Virgo. So your Pluto is either King Kunks or opposite, and that already, well, your Saturn and your Pluto probably squares her if she's Pluto Leo. That could really be it. Pluto Leo, Scorpio beef. Like we're just so different. But
mm,
even outside of that, that could be part of the karma as far as just to help assist her.
mm.
Um, maybe before she transitions, even if she's not going to go soon, just as far as the themes, because she's going to be challenged at where you're going, and how it's a reminder of how it's the end of what she is represented. So that could really just be the black noise behind it. But you'll find that the Saturn return will improve the relationship,
Okay.
especially because it's so next to the seventh. But please feel free to keep in touch. I'm so honored to have been able to give that. I really feel like this is going to take your art to the next level because it's going to build a lifestyle around how you do your art so that you can, of course, live off this and live the dream life.
Right.
Other than that, you're going to come into liberation and freedom in your lifestyle, and you'll be able to grant this to other people too. But I'm going to send you this recording, and you stay blessed, my friend.
Okay. Thank you again. You have a great day.
Likewise. All right, peace out.